Let's see. Oh, Shamana. Hello. Let's see. I'm still situating my thing. Hold on. Is anyone... Let's see. Do I have service? I don't know if I have service. Well, that could be an issue. Hi! Oh, we have people on here. Can you guys... I don't know if I have good service where I am, and I'm trying to get this. Hi! I'm just trying to get my freaking thing to stay. Because I found my tripod. I was looking for the specific one. It's like all... It like wraps around things and craziness, but I am having some issues with it. Okay, hold on. Oh, good. Okay. We got good service. That's a good sign. This is not gonna stay. Okay. Sorry guys, hold on. Hi, my lovelies. Hello. Oh, just a black screen, but audio is fine? Okay. I mean, yeah, like... That's hilarious. Okay. Hi, Victoria. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna email you. It's been a crazy week. I don't know what happened with the energies lately, but yeah, Joss is just being a little impromptu these days. Okay, yeah, here we go. Where are you guys at? How are you doing? Do you want to do some messages? See what comes in? Oh man, I'm not gonna say anything because apparently that's not good. Hi! Yay! We have Seattle. That's good. Okay. Should we dive in? I was thinking about like talking about some messages, but I was like, maybe it's a little intense what I was gonna say. So I don't know if I I don't know if I should talk about it. Maybe we should keep things semi-light. Yay! Oh, Missouri, Detroit, Nashville, Canada. Yeah, the energies are a little crazy, but I've got some good stuff for you guys, so we'll get into that. Oh, hi Georgia. Anaheim, California. Southern California says, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Florida, Mississippi. Pisces this week has been, yeah, from Philippines. How fun. I'll definitely try to just say truth. Oh, what you guys were talking about. To say what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was getting like this very interesting message, but also I was kind of, the wind has been blowing like crazy, so I'm trying to untangle my hair delicately, so that's probably the craziest part of having this mane, is that once it gets tangled, I'm like, okay, let's try to get it undone. So nice. Chicago. Did we go through these? New Hampshire. Oh, we've got a Utah. Oh, love it. Okay. My whereabouts are a little unknown right now. That will be a surprise coming. So, yes. We'll keep that a little bit on the DL for right now. So, oh, good. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Santa Cruz. You know what's so crazy? I've been seeing Santa Cruz signs everywhere. Are you the one jumping in my energy or something? Okay. Alright, how about we start with the message? Virgo from Indiana. That is so cool. I love it. You guys are just amazing. It's so cool to see where everyone's from. Dominica, because I'm like, wow, it really is pretty far and wide, which is pretty impressive. So yeah. So she's in California. I love it. Can anyone guess where I am? And do we want to have any guesses on it. I feel so bad because I know my UK people, whenever I go live, they're like, they don't get a chance to jump on, and I feel always really bad because they're like, oh, we don't get to catch you live, and then I'm like, yeah, I probably should switch up sometimes. Other than in my car, obviously that one's pretty common sense. You guys are hilarious. I have some smart asses. But I love you, it's fine. That's hilarious. Can you see, based on the rock scenes from the individual reading, southwest is somewhere Texas, southwest desert beach, somewhere in the west where it's still daylight. Not for, we shall see how long. Yeah. Oh yeah, technically. Yay. All right. Let's start diving in. So yeah, I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about what I was getting today. It was like some interesting stuff. Oh, that's cool, Taos. Yeah, I actually went to Taos one time. I was like driving through. I don't know, it's an alright place. Like, I don't have anything negative to say about it. It was really cool. Actually, I have some crazy freaking pictures from there. And the weather was so crazy. Yeah, I have some really cool stuff of Taos when I was traveling through there. So I'll have to share those like on my Instagram or something. In my world, it's interesting. So let's start out, since you guys were like, yeah, tell the truth. So here's what I was thinking about a lot lately. Like, okay, lately I have been seeing like this interesting stuff going on, like especially for those of you, if you're connecting with people at a distance from you, and like, you know, you might be kind of curious about, like, if you're seeing patterns or connections of people that are contacting you from certain locations. What I've been seeing lately, I know this might sound a little weird, but that it's a little bit relative to ancestral stuff. Sorry that this is so over analytical, but I've just been more receiving it lately. But it's kind of like, if you had I'll get into the signs in a little bit, I promise. I was just gonna start out with the message in case this is helpful for anyone. So if you guys want to chill for a little bit, I'll get into all the signs. We'll do Aries to Pisces this time. We'll just keep switching back and forth between Pisces to Aries and Aries to Pisces. Oh, good. Oh, good. It all looks good out there. So here's what I was receiving lately is that there are certain like energies, because as I've talked about multiple times, how especially over like the last 100 years, I mean, I would say that previously, you know, based off of certain things that your ancestors were eating and crazy stuff like that, if there was too much acid that was building up in the body, or there were health conditions that were accumulating in the body, so they're going to be passed down generationally. So that's why I was seeing that if you are connecting with people at a distance from you, like long distant connections, and you feel like there's a pattern geographically that's going on, it could be connected to like that you've got family stuff that's connected to those locations. Does that make sense? Yeah, hippies had lots of acid. That's the funniest thing. So yeah, it could be that there's like an interesting connection that's going on there, and that there would be somewhat of an emotional release like by connecting with that person, or even going to that location. It depends on what you guys are able to do or anything like that. But there's a lot of significance to that. okay? Because, I mean, as you guys know, and if you research into molecular genetics or epigenetics, any of that stuff at all, every location, like even the electromagnetic field of the earth affects you, which is insane because it's very weak. But even that is a chemical entanglement. It can determine the direction that you go in. Like I've talked a lot about on my Instagram. If you guys have, I talk about it all the time over there. You guys probably get sick of me saying the same things over and over again, but it's very true. So that's why you get all these different neural net wirings that go off and stuff when you go to different geographical locations. It kind of like unlocks something within you, okay? Which can be a double thing. Like sometimes you can feel very afraid, but that's like a conquering fear aspect, like the courage, because it's just going to break you open even more. So those intense moments feel like, am I going to get through this? Or it just feels very pressurized. Once you get through it, you release and you feel a lot more loose, and you know what I mean? Does that all make sense? So, yes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, a company meeting for traveling. How do you get rid of too much acid in your body? You alkalize. So it's like a battery. You know, you have to think about it in like energetic terms like that. These are driving me crazy. I have to take them out. I don't wear earrings very often. At least not these kind. So I'm going to take these out while I am talking. But you treat it like a battery. So you alkalize. Okay, and there's a lot of like, I hate to get into this topic because, you know, there's a lot of different perspectives on it and opinions, and people aren't going to really agree with what I think is alkaline as far as dietary stuff. But there's a lot of misinformation out there. Like a lot. Like a lot of, probably the number one thing, actually there's two things that drive me crazy that people think is like the most healthy, and it's really not, is spinach and lemons. Like they're not alkaline at all. They've been hybridized. They've been like, yeah, those are not good. And it really drives me crazy that they're on every menu. Like, I'm like, why? Why do people even have spinach? It's not even that I don't like it. It's not right. Anyway, yeah, I could get off on these tangents. So, yes. I'm a big, you know, just jump. If you guys can, I've got videos and I've got a bunch of content on all the crazy things that I'm into. So, I have it all available. I really have. It's just like, maybe you guys haven't known where to look. If you look through my playlists, my video playlists, I have a bunch of videos and stuff. What are my thoughts on alternatives? Alternative what's? Yeah, sometimes I don't know those type of questions. What is that? Alternatives. What are alternatives? I know that's probably something that's common sense, but for some reason alternatives. Oh, like cannabis and stuff? Oh, to greens. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, is he talking about marijuana? Should we get into this? All right. Okay. I think that cannabis can be beneficial, and marijuana, it can be beneficial when you are in a certain place in your healing process. Okay. But if you think about it, what does weed do? It's cannabinoids. And what are cannabinoids? They are for pain relief. So you have to look at the fact that, you know, the fact that you're even going towards it means that there's an aspect of your life that's extremely painful and you have to try to disconnect from it. So that's why I have like, you know, I'm like, it's like anything in this life. You use it while you're getting through maybe some type of phase where you're stuck in your shadow and you haven't completely become not codependent, independent in your life. And so I'm not like against it. Probably the biggest thing I'm against is humans hybridizing it so much. Like, that drives me crazy. They're completely messing with the chemical properties, and that I really don't agree with, because like, humans have so much trauma, and then they're producing all these things, and they're like trauma-induced things, and I really don't think humans should mess with things that were originally done, you know. So things were good until humans started getting all like narcissistic and thinking that they were better than God, or that they could produce something better than, we'll try not to get too religious, or whatever you guys believe in, the universe, whatever you want to. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. So you guys probably won't agree with me, and that's just my view on it. I've already been through that process. Sorry if that offends some people, but it's a self-medicating thing. It helped me out for a time, and I just don't touch it anymore. I haven't for a pretty long time. Maybe a few, I don't know how long it's been. A few years. So I have not had a drink of alcohol or any type of smoke or anything in a really long time. But, you know, I don't judge people. Like, it's really hard being stuck in the matrix, you know, where, oh, it's too much. It's challenging being stuck in a lot of like really limiting situations, and you have to cope the way that you have to cope. So that's why I'm never gonna be the one to judge. Well, my ex would say different. Anyway, yeah, it's different when you're in a serious relationship. Okay, should we jump in to the messages? Too much information on Jaws. Okay. No. Oh, that was someone else. Cut the cords. That's cool. Yeah. Fun topic. It's hilarious when we get on these little tangents, isn't it? So, yeah, that's cool too. I don't judge people for not doing it. I'm like, to each their own, you know. I used to really enjoy it though. I mean, if you guys you're probably not surprised. Oh, I don't have a boyfriend, no. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I used to really enjoy that stuff though. And you can probably tell, like, I still say dude all the time, and I'm like, I still sound like a stoner, so. Yeah, totally. Okay, let's start with Aries. Let's get started. Yeah, I am squirrel. I'm so sorry. I am wondering if I've got some kind of like ADHD, or I don't know, it's possible. I don't think so, but you never know. I've never gotten diagnosed for it, but okay, Aries, let's dive in. This is getting too tangenty, although this is enjoyable. Okay, let's do Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, look at that combo. All right. So, okay, let's get back on track. Interesting. So we have the Magician and the High Priestess. I love it when this combo comes out. Like every time it comes out, it's a very fascinating combination because first off, it could be that Aries, there could be some interesting things going on in a connection. So maybe it's also your intuition. If there's some things popping up, or because this is pretty powerful. I mean, right out the gate we have 2 major arcanas. Let me sit on this for a little bit. Okay. For example, it's possible... Oh, the light's going down. I'm gonna have to turn the light on in a second. We spent a lot of time going into all those topics, so shoot! Yeah, maybe we shouldn't spread this around YouTube. I don't know what kind of traction it's gonna get, or if this is gonna be good attention. Okay. Delicious Capricorn. Okay. So, it feels like to me, there's this really interesting dynamic that's going on here. Alright. And because Magician, so we've got a little bit of Gemini, a little bit of Piscean energy, also can be a bit Cancer. I'm turning my lights on and switching things around a little bit. Oh, good. See? Why does this always calm me down? That's too much light. Okay. Gosh. We cannot concentrate. Here we go. And I was even doing really good today. It's just like when there's a lot of comments and stuff, I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, because I'm not really used to that. So, let's see. I want to see what's going on a little bit more in this connection because there's something going on here. Holy sheesh. All right. The card that came out between the two, I cannot make this up too. So we have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. All right. So for some of you guys, I'm going to say there's a lot of interesting things that could be going on intuitively. So it could be that, dang, I forgot the time zone. It could be that your intuition is pulling you in the direction of like particular connections right now that are really integral, because you know how the Magician pulls all these elements together to create some kind of a manifestation. That's what it feels like. And so for some of you guys, there could be a connection that's coming in. Sorry, I'm trying to get this hair off of my hand. And it's pretty powerful. Like whenever I see this combination, because Nine of Cups is like, it's a lot of wish fulfillment, okay, right? It's happiness, it's fulfillment, and it's also feeling happy within yourself. So there could be something that's happening or shifting right now that's pretty good as far as like something about this connection, because for some of you guys it could be a person that's coming in, okay? This is a very emotionally open, like, okay, when you're around this person, it's like their vibration is so high, and that could be something that you're moving into right now, is like this really amazing wish fulfillment. Something that you've been wishing for is coming in some way. It feels like also there are things that have settled down. You could be feeling it like very deeply connected to someone at this time, and whenever they go through a shift, you feel something significant that's happening. And it could be the connection, because that's why I'm saying, like, whenever the High Priestess and the Magician come together, they've got their own fascinating chemical little chemistry, you know, like catalytic kind of chemistry. Because whatever is going on between you two as far as your nervous systems, sorry to be all nerdy, but that's totally how it goes, is like, depending on your body and what's been going on with your spiritual growth and things that you've been doing on a particular level. So there's like a particular connection that might be coming in at this time. And it feels as though it might be a little bit more spiritual based, or there's a person maybe here that's like very spiritual, and then there's another person that has like high power manifestation abilities. So that could be going on in the connection in some way, is like there's a strong feeling or there's a strong connection happening right now. You could be feeling connected, more connected to a person when they're like on a high, or vice versa. It's like it gets linked up again. What? That's what the Nine of Cups feels like to me. I'm trying to see. Oh, TF. Twin flame, that's like a swear word to me. I don't like using that word. I usually call it trauma fusion. That's, I don't know why I do that, but it's so funny. No, it's totally fine. You guys can say whatever you want. I joke. I joke. I'm trying to see now the lights. What is happening? See, now you guys. Why is this so bad? I'm trying to switch this around. I know this is gonna... I can't get this thing quite straight. Because I'm not used to this tripod. So I'm still adjusting. See, that's when we've got... Did I bring it? Where do I put you? Okay. Bear with me for a second, guys. I know I might lose some of you, but, yeah, I've just got to get this situated a little bit better, because it's... No, I don't like that either. I'm trying to figure out where I can put this. Hold on a second, okay? There we go. I'm sorry, peeps. It's been a rough start. Let's see if we can get this situated. Are you guys all here? Oh, wow. We still have people here. Okay. I always think when I'm going to do something like this, I'm just going to lose everyone. Okay. Nope. It's a miracle. Okay. I'm here. Anybody else? Is there a tattoo machine? What? I do not like that tripod. I'm really trying to change my ways. Ugh. But Joss struggles with that a lot. Hey! Wow. There we go. Okay. What? All right. We're back on track. Here we go. Nuclear fusion. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So yes. Okay. I feel as though there's something here like, okay, Aries, sorry, we're kind of back on track. I'm trying to see what I'm like feeling more a little bit about that. How does it get better? That's so weird. Okay. This deck is one of my favorites. It's like the mini line strider, and I love it. This deck is insanely accurate. Whenever I use it, it says like, it does really crazy stuff. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna keep this semi-brief in a way. Aries, you could have some type of social gathering that's coming up, okay? I don't know if you're meeting with some type of male energy. We have the King of Cups that popped out. Oh, thank you, Karen, for the $1.99. Thank you so much. It feels like there's some type of meeting up or gathering because you have the Three of Cups. It feels like this is coming in not too far off. Like it could be some type of social gathering. There could be something here about networking, or you're meeting up with people that are all kind of like very emotionally fulfilling, very emotionally balanced. Like the High Priestess and the Magician, like both of them are very advanced, like spiritually and on these different levels. So it feels like that is what's coming in, is some type of social gathering. It could be some type of organizing thing. I don't know that if you're organizing it or something is coming together. It looks like you'll be meeting up with some type of particular person and you will fancy them quite a bit. For those of you, since this is general, just be there was a bat. Just be cautious of people that like have a very like intense drinking thing, okay? Just be cautious of it. No judgment. Just be cautious of someone who avoids communicating and just like over drinks, okay? Just have to say that really quick. Thank you, Kim, so much for the $1.99. Okay, now we're moving. Hello, human. Okay, we're moving on to Taurus, okay? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Man. Yeah, whenever I go to different places, like when I've lived in Mexico, I see a lot of bats, and it's fine. I'm not afraid of them. One time I caught a bat. Okay, Taurus. Let's dive into this. I love that, Lily. I am judging if they approach me. That's hilarious. That's fine. I think that it's like good if you're making judgments for yourself, you know, like, do I want to entangle with this human? Yeah, you have to make like sound judgments for yourself and your own energy. Okay, so this is so funny. So Taurus, I don't know if you're dealing with a fire sign. There's a pretty big emphasis just because, like, so we have the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Temperance, and the Page of Swords. This is a hilarious combination. Okay. Yeah. Let's hear it for the bats. Thanks, Christian, for the $10. That's hilarious. Okay. So, Taurus, there is a very strong energy somewhere in your midst. They are trying to, like, I mean, it's possible this could be you. It could be that you're trying not to show how much passion that you have for a person or a situation, or this could be another person coming forward towards you, because, like, you have a very, it could be a very attractive person. Like, this could be a very strong, mature person. They look very good for their age. They look very attractive. They have a lot of fire and passion. They're a very passionate person, but they are also, do you know what's kind of fascinating about this conversation, apparently there's a conversation coming in, which doesn't surprise me with the Page of Swords. So it feels as though this could be like a making peace, but also someone could be trying to temper their passion. Like, they could be trying to come forward towards you, and they're trying not to overwhelm you or freak you out by coming in with too much in some way. I don't know, but that's what it's showing me, or vice versa. Because this could be something like, maybe you have felt something. If it's not like physical attraction or sexual or anything like that, this also could be interpreted as like, before there was some type of Mars connection where you could have felt like a lot of intense fiery energy that could have been like, maybe it was anger, maybe it was frustration, and that energy has calmed down or balanced now, because it feels like it could have felt a little overwhelming, or just like, poof, like this fire came in and it was just like, you know. So that has calmed down. All right, something could have just happened, and now like things are chilling out, because the Page of Swords is next. So that's why I think the fact that I said that intuitively, it feels like there's a conversation coming. It's like a testing the waters, but behind the surface, this person is very action oriented. Like, they don't waste a lot of time, but they also are patient. This is like pretty impressive for a King of Wands and Ace of Wands to be coming forward. It could be a Sagittarius. I don't know like what sign they are, because Temperance is Sagittarius, but it's like they temper that energy, which feels like to me that they have control over it. So I don't know, maybe this is you, I have no idea, but it's just showing me like there's a lot of self-mastery over this energy, which is really good. Okay, so this person could be very mature, but they are determined. They know what they want. When they want it, they go get it. And that's what I'm seeing here somewhere in your midst. It looks like there's a conversation coming from them, and it will be a very peaceful conversation. So it'll probably be very mature, like maybe owning up to things or taking personal accountability. But it's going to start out small. It's not like all of a sudden this person's going to send like this huge message of like, this is how I'm feeling and blah, 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 blah. No, it'll start kind of like, hey, how's it going? And you're like, all right. So that's kind of what it feels like. Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave that there, because that actually is a pretty good message. Just temperance, patience, take it slow. Okay, let's do Gemini. Sun. Oh, thank you, Crazy Crystal, for doing that. I always appreciate that. Okay. Oh, Gemini. Oh, are we going there already? All right. I mean, that's fine. We can do it. All right. Gemini. All right, I'm just going to say it straight up. It feels like you want to be independent from a person or a situation straight up. Like, you miss your independence. in some way, or you want to completely break free. It's either a toxic work environment, some of you guys, it could be family, or it could be a relationship, because should I show this? So we have the Devil, the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. That is the most clear-cut message, okay? It feels like you might be feeling kind of like you might at times, maybe other times you might feel you can get yourself through it, but there are these intense moments that come up where you feel trapped or stuck. And for some reason I was picking that up. Those are interesting lights. Stay on track, Joss. So it feels like there's something that comes around when you're in this connection, or something takes place. It's an energetic thing, and it's a moment where you like want to break free, but you feel stuck. It's like a very interesting conundrum kind of energy where you feel like all these things all at the same time. And it's like someone here that you really want to be, you might, through this interaction, you might be creating some form of independence for yourself. So that's why I was trying to be kind of loose. Like if it's a toxic work environment, or for some of you guys, if it's something here, maybe you're wanting to work from home. You know, the Four of Wands can be home. There's the Nine of Pentacles. There's the Knight of Swords. It could be that you're wanting to do something independently, but you're still formulating it in some way. But also you might have an attachment to someone that keeps coming in the way, or they might get in, like every time you go to do this thing or work on this thing, you feel some kind of like blockage, or like all of a sudden, you know, it's like a very vast difference. Have you guys ever had that when you're doing something specific? Like, let's be specific. Let's get to the point, Joss. Let's say you have something that you do that gets you in a flow state, right? And in that energy, in that frequency, you have all this inspiration and creativity, and you're like, I'm gonna do this thing. And then when you go to actually sit down and do it in a completely different environment, a completely different frequency, you're like, boom. It's like, I don't know, what was I even thinking? What was going on? It's like what might be kind of beneficial or useful, I don't know why I'm getting this energy. And it could be something here about anything mercurial. So it's communications, it could be writing, it could be maybe an idea or something like that. But it's saying what you want to do is create some kind of like thing that helps you to reactivate the energy again. So sometimes I do voice recordings, or you could write it down. Like there's the good old-fashioned way. Like you need to find a way to capture it so that you can reactivate it when you go to actually do it, or just do it in the moment, you know, if you can. But sometimes that can be awkward, but or impossible. But yeah, it just feels like there's this shadowy element that keeps coming in and will be a little bit of your process to breaking free and getting your independence. Because you have the Nine of Pentacles here, where you're like, I really want to do my own thing in some way. So I would trust that you're wanting to do that. It's probably coming up for a strong reason. Like maybe you're meant to be doing something. Maybe some of you guys also could be starting businesses or going the entrepreneur route. But yeah, totes. Looks pretty. Watch out for your shadow. Some of you guys, it could have been something that you created before, and now you're like, dang, what was I thinking? Because now this thing is kind of like, feels like you are on the verge of breaking away from it, and it might become even more attached the more that you're like separating. So it could be a bit of an attachment issue going on. So Good luck with that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just keep, yeah, that's going to be your process, is to continue to do what you're doing, because it's what changes the reality for you, right? So, all right, let's do Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, wow. Right out the gate, we have got a huge chapter closing out. Yeah? So, there could have been some type of cycle that was open for quite a bit of time, Cancer, is what this feels like to me. So, it could be that, like, you're maybe coming to a realization that something is completely done. Like, you'll never be in any way associated with this thing again, or human. Let me see what it's talking about. Hold on. Thanks, star 777. You know, I saw tons of sevens today. I was like, what in the world? That sounds bad. It sounds like Friends and Monica. Okay. Oh, here we go. What just flipped? What just flipped? There was a flippy. Did we lose it? Okay, maybe I was imagining things. I don't know what. I'm just trying to get some more information on it. It's just telling me, like, there's this accomplishment. You could have overcome something pretty huge. For a while, you could have felt kind of pulled to someone or something, and you were trying to really change this pattern. Holy shiminy! There's the Nine of Cups. Wow. This is pretty amazing, because it's like, whatever this is, Cancer, this is amazing, because it's like, you are on this precipice of something really significant ending, and it's like your wish fulfillment for this thing to end. Whatever this cycle that you've been through, yeah, it's like you are now coming out of it, and you are pretty much like falling in love with yourself. You're probably feeling yourself really hardcore, you know, like happy with yourself. You know how to spend time with yourself and have a good time. Or does this all sound weird? And sheesh. Now you have the Fool card. Wow. Cancer. I just have to say this, like, dude, you have this huge thing that is closing out, and now you've got this, like, whatever this leap is that's coming in, it's your wish fulfillment. Like, don't overthink it. It's been something that you've been wishing and desiring for a while. All right. It's pretty much here. I'm pretty impressed that the World and the Fool card both came out right next to each other. So it's like what you're about to step into will be a brand new chapter of how you do things. Like, this will be a whole new process for you to go through. You've been wanting it and desiring it, because I feel like you've been in maybe a type of roundabout, like, you know, like you couldn't get out of a cycle, and you were just like, holy criminy, like, when is this thing going to end? It's showing me that you are ending, or it's like, but it could be that before, when you tried to end it, it could be like you were trying to end things from maybe a negative vibration, because this Nine of Cups is so amazing. It's like you feel maybe a lot of blessings, and that might be what's really changing this situation for you. You're like coming into all this happiness within yourself, and it's just like naturally elevating you from a process that you've been through, you know? So that is like this leap that you've been about to, like, you've been wishing for it. It's kind of coming in. Yeah, the gratitude thing. And that's what I would say is like your ability to look back at all the lessons, the painful, the good and the bad, and you're just looking at it now with like kind of a different, that's when you know that you've healed and you're in the process of letting all of it go. like what you just process through. That's so crazy. I've been seeing Hawkeye everywhere around. So yeah, very good. I have nothing negative to say about that. It's literally saying that there is going to be, I just have to read what's on the cards, okay? General reading is literally telling me that there's going to be some type of thing, like maybe you'll receive it intuitively, or an opportunity might present itself. I would definitely go for it, especially if you're in the Nine of Cups frequency. Like if you are just feeling really happy and good from that energy, I would go. All right. I would not be too concerned about the leap, because this frequency is one of those things, and I've literally seen it, is like everything that you need will present itself. So that's why, like, looking back now on when I took the leap into entrepreneurship and I just like jumped in, everything I needed presented itself. Literally. Like, I was just tripping out though, but that's natural, you know, like you're breaking away from things that you've had a lot of security like wrapped around for a long time, which can also have a lot of shadowy and codependent elements connected with it, but it feels like it's all kind of changing for you right now. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there because that's beautiful. Let's not overcomplicate it. Stay in a high frequency as much as possible, Cancer, because there's just something that's naturally going to open up, and you're going to know, just like, boom, it's going to be so clear, unconvoluted with any type of negative energy. You're just going to be like, boom, go. It's perfectly in sync. Yeah. Okay. Let's do Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I've been apparently saying Venus. Okay. Oh my gosh, what a crazy human. So we've got... Who are you, Leo? Yeah, let's do Leo. Okay. So you have the Temperance card and the Ace of Pentacles pop out. This is really good. Again, so for Leo, I feel like you might be... You guys are either moving into either a new job or a new home, and it feels like you'll feel very peaceful in that environment, okay? Because Temperance means that you have the ability for your nervous system to finally settle. So, which is telling me that previously, the fact that this came in, you probably were in something that was like very stimulating. Maybe some of you guys were living in a city, or it could be geographical or something like that. As far as like an outside influence, it feels like there could have been an energy that was affecting you in some way. And you for a while, when you're encompassed in it, you don't always see like, this is what's happening to me, or this is affecting me, because like your body is so good at just calibrating itself, or like it finds a way to regulate itself in each environment. And so it's kind of like, I'm seeing that whole frog thing, like when you put a frog in boiling water, it just jumps right out, but when you put a frog in lukewarm water, it just sits in there, and then it's a horrible analogy, but that's literally what I was seeing. Like, you probably wouldn't have been in the environment that you were in some capacity, but you had like a slow... I just heard grooming too, like that could be for some of you guys, but it's like you slowly became accustomed to some type of toxic energy, and eventually it just like boom hit you. So I was just getting into the details for... Yes, thank you. I was just only getting in the details so you guys know if this is your message or not. Oh no, no, no. No, we're not doing that. How are we getting those peeps in here? Oh, and I can't block them. Oh, dang these peeps. Okay. Oh, good, okay. That's hilarious. Sorry, I was just getting the peeps out of here. Hopefully their stuff goes out. Okay. Yeah. There's a new environment that's coming in. Okay. Whatever that looks like. Also, for some of you guys, this is a very random message. You might be, I don't know if you're creating a new line of income or something. Okay. There's like money coming in or something that's starting to make you calm down. What are you? Sheesh. It is your energy. Wow. Okay, so I have to say this really quick because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. So that's pretty much telling me that this is the process, how it's going to take place. Because once you hit this, this is an alchemical card. The Temperance card, it's not really talked about enough, I don't feel like, in tarot. But it's really significant because it's the way that you regulate your emotions and everything, which creates better manifesting abilities. Okay. I don't know if I can talk about those, but I like to think that I know. Okay. So once the new energy comes in, there's something here that's significant about your wheel will turn, the Wheel of Fortune, whatever for you. Like if you've been on the low end for a while where you just felt like out of luck and things were really crappy and nothing was going your way, that will shift, but it has to come from the Temperance first. So that's why I'm not really telling you guys, oh, this amazing stuff is going in. It's based off of your ability to moderate yourself. Okay? Like, can you bring your body into balance? Did we just lose all the cards? Can you bring your body into balance by moderating everything? Because that's when you're going to transition here. Because you have the Sun card, which is technically your energy. So it's a lot of feeling positive. Feels like that is coming in. And that's the part of this Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Like, can you accomplish this? Because you know this within yourself, Leo. Like, you know the things that pull you out of balance. And it feels like if you approach those things and you kind of, like, for example, for those of you, if you're like a creator or something, and let's say you're an artist or something and you stay up all night long and then you get out of balance, your ability to conquer that and moderate it is alchemical. I know it seems boring, especially for me to talk to artists, but I am an artist, so I can talk about it. That's the process, okay? That's what's going to put you into the Sun energy, and it's going to change the wheel for you. So just keep that all in mind, okay? They're amazing cards. I have nothing really negative to say. It looks... there's some type of significant change that's coming in for you, okay? And it feels very positive. I just have to say this too, though, that there's this other energy that's popping out. Because okay. There's the Devil and the Two of Pentacles. I have to talk about this really quick. See, that's what I was saying. It's like when you have this positive thing come in, when you actually feel like you're making headway or you're like getting on top of your own process, this can be these could be your social connections. It could be someone that, like, it can be peer pressure. It's some type of energy that pulls you into something and then it shifts you again. So that's what I'm seeing here is, for some of you guys, maybe it's like letting an ex in. You know what I mean? It could be a multitude of things that you let it come in and you let it sabotage. Don't let yourself do that, because it's like you're right on the brim of getting something really positive to happen for you. So just let it happen, okay? All right. What? Okay, let's do... Oh, yes. Thank you, Crazy Crystal. I just needed that reminder. So we're on Virgo. Yes, let's do Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe Venus. Let's see. Virgo. True to your sign. So you have the Seven of Pentacles first out. It looks like you are patiently waiting for like the next thing to happen. Possibly in a connection. Let's see what's coming in. It's like there's some things, I know I keep getting this message. Let me see. I feel like I always get this kind of a message for you guys. It's just like Seven of Pentacles, working on things. This is hilarious. Okay. What? Alright, so we have the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. 2 sevens. Isn't that crazy? I was just saying recently, this is not my reading. Okay. Alright, Virgo, I'm going to say this straight up to you. If there's a particular person in your reality that you've been a little bit cautious about, I do have to say it because there's my Seven of Swords. Like, if you can see the little red flags in the background, I wonder if there's a person here that, it could be a fire sign, but you might see them as, like, things could be slowing down, or you could have been cautious with this energy because maybe you were wondering if there were some things like, or that could have been why you were cautious about investing with a particular relationship, whether it was friendship or romantic, whatever this means. It feels like to me that with a particular person, there's either someone you're feeling like there's red flags. Wow, the King of Wands came out next. What? Okay, I have to say this. All right. If there is, wow, there's a lot of cautiousness here. That is very interesting. Okay. Holy energies. Okay. All right. It feels like to me that there could be a very powerful draw to a particular person. Okay, because you do have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, sorry, I had such a dramatic entry into this message. So it feels like there is something being held back. Okay, I don't know whose side it's on. It could be, do I want to say this? Because Queen of Swords, I feel like what could be happening is there could be some type of thing that comes up, or something that could make you put your guard up all of a sudden, because I don't know what the Seven of Swords is. For example, and I'm not saying if it's granted or not, this could also be, just so you guys know, it could be even a CPTSD response. But I don't want to be the one that tells you whether you're right or wrong in a situation with a red flag. But I do want to say that there's like something here. Maybe it's about that you're cautious about like maybe your money stuff. You know, if you've got a particular person that's maybe being a bit suave, you're kind of like watching the situation, and you know, because we've got the Queen of Swords, and maybe you're like concerned I am gonna say it, maybe you're concerned about someone's, like, if they're a player, Okay, I'm not saying they are or not, but I do think that, like, if you're seeing some red flags, it could be good to just kind of, like, watch the situation, okay? Because this is what's really fascinating, what I heard, like, saw recently take place. If you guys, and the reason that I brought this up, if you got, like, for example, a little bit of CPTSD, so CPTSD means complex post-traumatic stress syndrome. So it's like something that can develop after trauma. It's not very enjoyable, but the way that it can manifest itself is that after you go through a traumatic experience, like say an abusive relationship or something along those lines, when you come into another type of connection or situation, then even though you're dealing with a healthy energy or a healthy person, you will go through this process where you, like, cling, try to control, and then escape from the situation. It's, like, fascinating. Like, I've been watching, like, it's really crazy how it plays out. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing in the archetypal shifts, because you have, like, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords. It's kind of like this energy, it might trigger this whole process for you, and just allow it to shift you, because you'll probably go through these ebb and flows of the archetypes, which might feel insanely overwhelming, but it's all the energy. Like, it could be your attachment, things that come up to the surface, and you will kind of, like, shift in and out of things, and it might just be kind of like, whoa, overwhelming, because there's an energy that is releasing in you. Okay, so allow it to take place. I mean, that's why I always say, when it comes to the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, it's like you get pulled into these. First off, it's the Mars energy, the conjunct craziness, but also it's like there's this entanglement that's allowing you to break free from some type of energy that you could have felt really restricted by, and it's not allowing you to go into the next, like, chapter that you're meant to go in, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so just keep in mind, like, be very patient with yourself, be very delicate with yourself, and make sure that you stick with your self-care beyond anything, because you, like, that will be the main thing that will help you to transition through this. Like, it literally rebuilds energies. Yikes. Yeah, this could be just like a little bit, like, just a tiny triggering, okay? But you guys will move through it fine whenever the energy pops up, okay? Just keep that in mind. That's what is helping you through. Be very empathetic and compassionate, not only for others, but very first yourself, okay? Like, be like, I am where I am. I know what I've been through. If you're dealing with another person, hopefully they're as empathetic as you are, but also people might be judgmental on the side, because you had all these different energies that were popping out, these different archetypes. So if you have people that are kind of like talking negatively about you, don't even let it phase you, because to me, I'm like, those just aren't my people. If people can't be understanding of, like, CPTSD, or people aren't educating themselves, I'm like, that's okay. Do your own thing then, you know. Alrighty, Rue. Let's move on. That was quite a message. Let's go to Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Yeah. Sorry if that wasn't for all of you, but I just have to dive into what I get. Okay, Libra. You've got the Queen of Cups popping out. That's good. Okay. Looks like you are flowing. You could be quite intuitive right now. I would really pay attention to things that pop up around you, like things that significantly catch your attention, and I would work, kind of go by that, because it's saying like emotionally you could have moved through some really crazy energies, and now you're in a very emotionally mature and stable place. Like you're, which might be kind of crazy, like you might just be letting things roll off of your back. You're not as emotionally consumed by things. It's just like you're quite a bit maybe moving into this flow state where things just feel a little bit more natural. Yeah, maybe you're just sensitive to a lot of like different messages at this time. If you guys have a clair ability, that's probably going to be heightened right now at this time. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. That's good. Okay, we've got some peeps resonating. Let's see. Sheesh. Wow, I've got the Ten of Cups popping out. Wowza. For those of you guys, like, there could be maybe a relationship. You might be moving into the Ten of Cups not too far if you're not already in it, okay? This could be self-fulfillment. What's going on there? Or some of you guys, it could be another human, which is amazing. Yeah, what the heck? Thank you so much, Ace of Discal. Thanks so much for saying that. I appreciate when you guys say stuff like that in the chat. Lost in space somewhere over there, I think. That's funny. Okay. This is amazing. Libra. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. You just broke into Queen of Cups somehow. So that's why I was talking about your emotional maturity right now. Because, oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm so happy to see people already in the Ten of Cups. That's amazing. Okay. Are you guys stressed about something right now? I mean, you've got your typical Libra card. Nine of Swords. There could be something here that you've got Ten of Cups around you, but you're overanalyzing it, or... I love you guys. Oh, okay. So it's not yours. Oh, Shamanama. What was this? Oh, wow, there were actually... I knew that those fell to the side. There were all these cards that were missing. Hold, please. Ow. I had some cards fall down. I'm gonna have to recount these because something just happened. Oh, sorry guys. Hold on. Oh yeah. I've got some cards. Okay. Was that it? Well, apparently that was meant to be. We lost like so many cards down the slot. That was so funny. Okay. Let's see what's coming up, Libra. I don't know if you guys, like, maybe have a partner or something that's struggling with sleeping, or you guys have different sleep patterns, or I don't know, or someone that you're dealing with. It's either you or someone else, like, kind of maybe overthinking things on a particular topic. That might possible come up. Oh, thank you, White Crow Tarot. Thank you so much. Thanks for the 1111. Let's see. Oh, okay. I love these little cards, but I don't know what's popping up here. Too many. I'm gonna... Yeah, they keep... Libra, like these cards, your ones... They keep like flying to the side. Okay, So this is actually good. So look, I'm saying, like, for some of you guys, okay, so you have the Four of Swords. That doesn't surprise me at all. So for those of you guys, just take whatever is your message. It could be that some of you guys maybe could get into meditation, but it feels like you might take a break, or you could have been doing some things to try to get balanced in some way, whatever this is meaning. It could have been, like I was saying, some of you guys, it could have been sleep stuff. It could have been anything along those lines. So it looks like you could have taken some time to just let your mind calm down about something, okay? Because maybe you were like, oh my gosh, like something just felt really overwhelming. Some of you guys, you could be dealing with some type of anxiety or panic attacks. I really hope you guys aren't dealing with that, and I completely empathize if you do. But it's showing me it's just showing me you're kind of like, maybe you're just taking there could be something here that you're looking into a little bit. Like, I was getting stuff if it's something about sleep. So something is going to be coming in to help you get balanced on sleeping, or whatever the overthinking situation was, okay? Because you have this Ten of Cups. This is amazing, Libra. Seriously, it feels like emotionally you could just be feeling like this Ten of Cups, where you're like, this is like everything. Like, I have everything. I couldn't want for more in a particular area. Not gonna lie, it could be, it's either a relationship or just your relationship with yourself, which is amazing. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, because like that does bring in a relationship when you get like that with yourself. So this is good. Four of Swords, just make sure, like I was talking about meditation. Some of you guys also, I'm going to tell you a little bit, it might be helpful. You could be taking in something that's causing some type of anxiety. Okay, you could be eating something, consuming something that's like drinking coffee or something like that, that's causing you to get like really overwhelmed in some way. You might want to find a good replacement. Okay, like maybe a nice non-caffeinated tea, something along those lines, because it looks like this could be something that comes up that could be talking about internally something that's going on, which I won't get into too much, but it's possible. Could be some type of thing that maybe you've been ingesting and you don't realize it's like throwing your inner equilibrium off. But that's one side of it. It doesn't have to be that with everyone. It's just saying, like, focus on getting your mind back in balance. And because it feels like this Ten of Cups is kind of here for you right now. This, like, huge wish fulfillment thing. It's like your time to come into the Ten of Cups. And it could be like Nine of Swords is making you, like, your mind could just be not believing that it's here, or like there could be an element of disbelief, or you're like thinking, just because like you've been through so many negative situations in the past, that you think there's no way, like what, no way, and you could be thinking it's another like crazy lesson for you to go through or anything like that. No, this is good, okay? So don't overthink it. I know it's easier said than done. Oh, but this will set you straight. Okay. If you guys recently, this is good. If you recently went through a tower, because you have the Tower card, that doesn't surprise me coming in with the Nine of Swords, but you have the Strength card and the Six of Wands. Okay. So any type of tower that you had come in recently, like something surprising or unexpected, and it made you, it could be pulling out some kind of inner strength, because the Nine of Swords is very vast different from the Strength card. So it could have been like your fears were really getting in the way for you, you know, and it's like there's going to be this energy where you're going to have like the strength or courage to finally maybe get some kind of attention, or the spotlight will be on you. and you will receive a lot of recognition, because it feels like you're about to do something semi-bold, or kind of like, it might be very surprising to some people, like what you end up doing, okay? It is going to put you right in smack dab in the spotlight, Libra. I don't know what that's talking about at all, but yeah. So, might be that you're just getting to be much more like, I keep hearing that, bold. Okay. All right. Let's dive into who's next. Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Let's dive in. Thank you again, Crazy Crystal. I really appreciate you. Proprioception. Very interesting. Either way, I wonder if I have to do is the pole shift or ascension. Very interesting, Jen. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm sorry, Miriam. I love you guys, Pisces. I totally get it. But once we get through the live, that's when it gets easier, because you guys can just shift to whichever your sign is. Okay, let's focus. Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. A lot of... What's this about? So, okay, sorry, I just heard two different messages with this combination, because, did I just say it? You have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So, for some of you guys, you might get an invitation on maybe a social gathering, possible. It feels like you have some choices, and there's like one you could go in the direction of. You might be thinking like maybe it's a social connection or something right there, like creating friendships. I don't know. Let me see. Wow. I love all my Pisces. They're all like, Pisces yet? No, Pisces has got a while, I won't lie. Okay. All right. Scorpio. Oh, fascinating. Okay. I feel... Okay, yeah. So, we have the Five of Pentacles came out. There might be this thing that comes around, like I was talking about, like a social thing. I don't know if you'll be in an environment or something, and you're just kind of looking around and you're like, I do not belong here. Like you might look really out of place in some way. I'm kind of getting something like that, where you could have decided to switch things up. I don't know what this is. It could be, like I was saying, maybe you decide to go to, like, you get an invitation, or you decide to go to some type of environment or something like that, and your initial reaction might be where you're like, yeah, I'm kind of getting that. Or it could just be an internal insecurity that you have, where you're like, I don't think I fit in here. And it could be that a change is coming. Like, it probably will be that you're going to be shifting into another environment where you are going to feel like you belong. Okay. It's like, because look at the energy transition. Okay. So let me just throw this out here. All right. Because it feels like to me, if you have an opportunity to go, like I talked about, with like friends or something like that, there's an illusion type of energy surrounding this. So the Seven of Cups almost feels like a desire to be connected with these particular energies, but it's like you might come to a realization that, like, when you're in the midst of it, you'll be like, yeah, like these aren't the connections that I've been hoping and wishing for in my life. So you might be feeling as though there's misaligned, like maybe you feel like there could be a fantasy even involved in this, Like someone fantasizing. So here's the dealio. It transitions and shifts pretty quick. Because you have the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very fascinating reading. So it's pretty much showing me like there will be this energy where you move away from this because you catch on that this feels very similar to maybe even your childhood or something. Sorry to go there. But it might be that you're like, okay, no, like it's a quick transition where you remove yourself from that environment because you could be feeling some old things pop up. I'm not saying for you guys to abandon first or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you've got a new energy that's coming in. This is very interesting how it moves into the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Because it could be that you're going to move into this new energy. Some of you guys, it could be a home. What's going on there? See all the baby hairs. It's like you're moving into some type of Ace of Pentacles, which for some of you guys, it could be investing. I don't know if this is like a home Ace of Cups, but this is also your intuition. So your intuition might be dropping in some signs that are going to take you into this Ten of Pentacles transition, okay? Where you're actually going to feel emotionally connected, but you also feel on firm ground, all right? Fascinating to go from the 5 to the 10 of Pentacles. So it's kind of like a pretty dramatic shift from feeling a little left out. You don't feel like you fit in a particular environment or situation. You're like, something just feels off. Like this is not my place or not my community or not my humans. And then you do something new, like maybe you follow your intuition or something like that. It's going to take you into the 10 of Pentacles, which for some of you guys, it could be that you're going to get like an increase in money when you move into this new energy. Some of you guys, this is a new energy, like maybe a friendship or a romantic thing that's going to come in, and it's going to create a lot of stability in your life. Because some of you guys, even, it could be like combining assets or things like that. I mean, be cautious with that. Be intelligent. Like, I know this sounds horrible. Prenups or legal documents, just go to a mediator, okay? Go to a mediator. All right. Okay, let's dive into that. Sorry, random message. That was Scorpio. Let's dive into Sagittarius. Okay. Yeah, totally get that. Because I was almost getting like some fake type of friends, like mean girls kind of energy. It doesn't have to just be that, but it could just be kind of like, maybe it's even the values are misaligned or things like that. Dude, they're back again. Don't move, don't comment. I have to get rid of these people. Okay. There we go. Man, they're popping in left and right. Okay. Who are we on? Sagittarius. Thank you, Crystal. I digress. Okay. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. These have been fun. They help me out a lot, so. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, I didn't know that, because I'm like, how are they popping up again? I don't really know how to block completely. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Sag. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, alright? Why are you saying that? Holly. That's very intense. Okay. Oh, thanks, William. So, Sag. It feels like to me there could be something coming up for you where you might have an initial reaction to kind of close off, or you know, that's very interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at Holly's. Why are you saying that so much? That is really interesting. Okay. Because it feels like something could come in and you've got, like, you are holding on to some things. It feels like communications or messages are coming in some way around you. Yes, it's a trap. I really hate that. So, oh, okay. Thanks, Karen. See, sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Sorry, Sag. You click on their icon, then hit block. Okay. Well, hopefully a troll comes in so I can test it out. All right. So it feels like, okay, there's some messages that are coming in. I don't know what it means. And it's also saying, like, it might be kind of good for you to go do some movement. You know what I mean? Maybe a trip coming up or something along those lines. It feels like, oh, that's what it is. Okay. Okay. The beginning part felt really serious. All right. It feels like there's about to be some movement that's going to come up for you. And as you're making the preparations, someone in your reality will start to feel all these emotions come up to the surface. Okay, there's an energy I feel like that is maybe at times, like, this might sound a little too negative, but maybe a bit clingy, or like, it's like this moment that's gonna come in where someone, like, tries to cling on to you or something, because, like, someone could be seeing that you're about to bounce out. Okay, this Eight of Wands, like, you might be moving or going somewhere or doing something, and there's this really particular energy that is full of regret. Sorry for the repeated message, but that is literally what's coming in. This person literally, they're really conflicted because they kind of, like, I think that there's, like, an energy that's really having a hard time letting you go. Okay, and that is an excruciatingly painful message, is like, they just made a mistake, you know? They could have, like, been closed off at one time. You know, be gentle as much as you can. But we have also, ready for a random message too? Yeah. There's the Moon and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Sag. There's also an energy. Do I have to say this? Yeah, okay. This is all behind the surface. There's, like, an energy, because this Moon and the Page of Pentacles, it feels like a completely different person. I feel like there's a person here that either wants to be committed with you, or they had an opportunity, or they didn't see it, or I don't know. It's like there might be this energy comes in. I don't know if it's, like, possessive. That there's, like, maybe a person that's possessive over you. But it's also, like, the Moon, huh? They keep it all quiet. Also, they don't let anyone else see that they get like this. It's just a part of, like, you know, they can convince other people that they're different than who they are, you know. So I mean, I don't know what to say. It just feels like you're moving in some way. There's a lot of fast movement that's going to be coming up for you pretty soon. and you will feel this energy. I don't know if they'll break out. It's kind of hard to say. It's just like they're thinking about it, because the Page of Pentacles is, it's slow moving, but you know, they want to actually bring it tangible, whatever they're wanting to do or say, which could be communications. It almost feels like, this is very strange. This is a very strange message. There's a person here that might actually like give a gift, like they do something physically tangible. I'm gonna keep going, but I have to move. Okay. I'm gonna keep talking and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit, because that did feel weird. Chill with me for a minute, okay, guys? So, yes, just FYI, this person, like, the thing that I was getting, which is kind of random, I don't usually get stuff like this, but you guys know, like, the 5 love languages, or whatever that thing is. I'm kind of getting that someone might actually do some kind of physical action to, but they don't want to appear desperate in some way, or they don't want to show it all, these intense feelings and emotions that they're getting. Look at Joss multitasking. So just know, like, if they try to do something kind of physical, or they come forward in some way to maybe try to do something, like I was almost even getting something kind of random, like they give something to you, it's because of that. It's because they have this stuff that's going on with inside of them, but they don't want to appear to be desperate, or like they're trying not to appear that they're in this fear of regret or fear of like losing out on you. And so they're like probably going to feel more like they need to make a move on it in some way, in a tangible way. Okay, sorry, I know that this is so horrible, but I had to move. I had a really, like, I had a weird feeling back there. And it didn't help Holly's message. That really got to me too. So yeah, I moved it. Lock doors and blow horn. So just chill with me for a second. We're all good. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how far I drove. Okay, I will get to, who are we on? I'm going to leave it there, Sag, because, yeah, we're going to do Capricorn. Just let me get to the next spot. Okay. Buffering slightly. Oh, I love you guys. You're the best. Interesting. Can you guys still hear me? Is there still a connection? Is it coming through clear? Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Everything is all good. I'm just gonna move to a better location. Okay. And then we're going to do Capricorn. Good. Okay. Drive safe. Yeah, everything is all good. This is an empty road, so I'm not worried about anything. And we're just going to pull over right here. Okay. Alrighty-roo. Isn't it so fun being a solo female? There's just like more things to be concerned about and think about, which is like, it's hard to, it can be hard to explain to other humans. Okay. Look at that. All right. Oh yeah. All right. Here we go. Nice little spot. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay, let's do Capricorn. Is it going to be annoying if I do this? Okay, good. It's not screaming at me. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh my gosh. Fear no evil, but take precautions. Totes. Okay, Capricorns. Oh, I forgot to get these cards. Let me grab these. Okay. Safety of QQ confirmed. That is so funny. I actually love when people call me QQ. I think it's adorable. Also, when I've spent time in Texas, one of my favorite things is when the women down there call me Miss J. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so adorable. I loved it so much. So yeah, like that's now a thing. I love being called Miss J. So, okay, Capricorns. Gosh, I do not know how you guys put up with me. Seriously, I would go crazy if I was listening. All right. Capricorn, holy cow, your actual card popped out. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. That is the most Capricorn combination I think ever. All right. So it feels like it could be a lot of determination that's coming in for you. You want to like go into more stability, or maybe for you guys, like if you're wanting a financial increase, it could be that you're willing to do some things at this time that might feel a little bit more challenging. It almost feels like you've got some type of motivation that's coming this time for you to push to some type of next level. Okay. Yeah, the devil didn't come in, so there's that. But yeah, it feels like, yeah, don't give up on typical Nine of Wands message. It's kind of like you're really close to accomplishing a goal. You've been at something for a really long while. Okay, it has been a process. And it could be like you're maybe doing some things. Holy criminy. I'm literally not making that up. The Nine of Cups popped out. That's why I was saying that. You could be so freaking close, Cap, to accomplishing something pretty big. It feels like financially, especially, like if you got financial goals right here, you're like, boom, moving into some type of huge financial stability. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is a total moment where you just feel this intensity, like, oh my gosh, why am I, is anything even gonna break, you know? It is. You're totally on the right path. It's just like, I don't like to say, oh, you're being tested. I don't think it's anything like that. It's just kind of like, some of you guys, you might be in this process of like letting go of certain energies, maybe from the past. Like I talk about with the Nine of Wands, sometimes it can feel like an emotional weight or a burden or an obligation that you have right now that you feel like it kind of slows you down. And you're like trying to find ways to, it's like this one thing that you have to continue to work around, but you're about to kind of catch a break. I just heard that. So it could be that this Nine of Cups, maybe you're doing something. Do you know what I'm almost hearing too, Cap? And I actually love this. It might be for some of you guys, I'm not totally like saying this, but this is like such a hilarious Capricorn message. It could be that you've been like so determined to move to the next level that some of you guys could have been like restricting yourself in a lot of maybe even unnecessary ways, and you could actually utilize your financial like means a little bit more, or whatever this is. You could actually use that to get your stability or get some kind of wish fulfillment, whatever this is. It's literally right here. So it's like, if there's been some type of process for something that's going on, it's either in your work or something involving your finances somehow. It could be that you're about to maybe invest in something or spend money on something to just like streamline things or make things a little bit more productive. You have a total like I'm just seeing here like bougie kind of, I don't ever say that word. It's like you will be living pretty well in your means, very comfortably, financially stable. Just FYI. Because it feels like you've got this huge kind of wish fulfillment coming in, whatever that is. Okay. Just keep in mind, also, just know, alright, other random part of this, Cap. When you come into this wish fulfillment thing, just know that there will be some energies that maybe try to make you, like, there might be some peeps that are actually disappointed that you get this. I think you're aware of them. Shamanama. Yeah. And it's kind of saying, like, you might have to, people will be coming for your abundance when you come into this. Okay? So it could be that, yeah, maybe haters. It could be that all of a sudden people that weren't supporting you before all of a sudden are supporting you, or that type of an energy where you're like, during the down and out when things were really challenging for you, you got to see the people around you very clearly, like who was there for you and all that type of stuff. And it's just, it's not for you to have like this big you know, give them the bird and, you know, type of energy. You can be tricky to stay out of that. But it's kind of like to just assess. Like, having your awareness, the dynamics of when things were really hard. And that's sometimes, I swear, why you go, this is a fascinating message. Sometimes I swear that's why you went through this Nine of Wands. Because you went through all these challenges and restrictions, and not only was it testing like how much you really wanted something, like are you willing to be that 1 or 2% that makes it in this, like that's how hard, you know, how much you're willing to sacrifice or give up to accomplish this. But also you get this very different perspective on all of the world around you when you go through this, like really. And that's why there will be something here about when you're in this Nine of Cups, you're in this fascinating frequency of the Four of Cups as well, where there will be energies that will come forward towards you, and you will be pretty apathetic. Because it may be that people will want some of your financial, like people could be wanting financial assistance, and you're kind of like, no response. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like Buddhism what? Buddhist type of, I'm so sorry, but you know, you need to go through this process. Like, don't rob people of their experience. So if people try to come in and, you know, they're all disappointed, or they might be wanting a piece of it, just like be very understanding of like how much that builds character for people to go through that too. That is extremely bright human. I really wish humans didn't have huge bright lights. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the $9.99. Thank you. So yeah, it looks like that could be coming in, especially when you go through that Nine of Cups. Peeps are strange. Okay, let's do Aquarius. Aquarius! Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's dive in here. Aquarius. Let's see. Alrighty, Rue. So we've got... Heck yeah! Oh yeah! Okay. Oh, I'm totally fine having Aquarius. Okay, we've got Temperance. See what I talk about. You and Leo. Okay, very fascinating. Yes, I do believe in cusps. I totally believe in all that. So, this is amazing, Aquarius. Just FYI, Okay. The build-ups. You have the Temperance, the Sun, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Amazing. Okay. It feels as though things are calming down for you. So it could be that you are... It's fascinating to come in with the Two of Pentacles, because both of them are really similar to me in a way. Okay, yeah. Aquarius, so it feels as though there was a choice that you were trying to make recently on something, right? Because Two of Pentacles is like a choice. Should I do this or that? And it feels as though you've been just like focusing on your work. Eight of Pentacles, just like doing what you needed to do, focusing on that. It feels like you're just calming down about a specific thing, and something could be shifting for you. It feels like with your finances, but whatever was super chaotic, it feels like you're calming down about that now, or you're patient. Temperance is also patience. So it feels like, I just heard this too, like your patience pays off in some way. Your ability to kind of just keep yourself calm and regulated, and just keep your focus on what continues to do that, because you've got the Sun card coming in, which is like the most positive card in the deck. It feels almost like that you're doing something here in your reality where before it was hard to get focused, you know. Oh, thank you, by the way, D's Moon 19, thank you for the 19.99. Thank you so much. Thanks, Missy, for the 99 cents. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, it feels like you kind of got out of your head in some way, or you kind of just like went to go get focused on it, or that's the recommendation. Eight of Pentacles, don't get too caught up. Like if you're making a decision, just, it's like you need to go put your energy and attention somewhere else with the Eight of Pentacles. And it feels as though the Sun card can be this illumination that's going to come in while you are focused on your work or projects or things like that that you need to get accomplished. Because it could be for you guys, Aquarius, that you haven't been able to make a choice because there's also something else in your reality that's maybe unfinished, or a thing that you like want to get taken care of. And when you get it out of the way, when it's like finished and accomplished, it's gonna eliminate your decision. Like, because it could have been like, there are things unfinished, and you're factoring those things into the decisions that you're thinking about making, which is throwing everything out of balance. Because like, it's like you're thinking, okay, well, this project, and it's just pretty much talking about getting into the present moment and just getting so every day, like just involved in your work, rather than just getting too caught up in the fluctuations of where do I do it, how do I do it, and all of that. All of that is going to settle down, and you're just going to be in the vortex. Oh, that's nice. In the vortex, just like creating, and you will just calm and balance out. And in that energy, everything's just going to feel really streamlined and illuminated. Like things will just come to you. Your mind won't have to fluctuate and do anything, okay? So that was a very intense way of saying the message, but the Sun card is literally the happiest card in the deck. So it's like, yeah, you'll just know. You'll know what to do. It's going to feel clear to you. It's going to be all good, okay? Okay, Pisces. Let's do Pisces. Oh, my patient Pisces. Thank you for waiting. I love you guys. Look what you just went through. Ten of Swords. Sheesh. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Feels like you're moving into something new. Oh, Judgment. Sheesh. Thank Ange. Thanks, Ange, for the 19.99. Thanks so much. So we have the Judgment card. So you just went through an awakening. Yeah? Ten of Swords. Oh, nice. Okay. And I'm literally not making this up too. Missy. I'd say like 11 if it went higher. Totally. I posted this picture one time on my Instagram that said, and then I realized like rock bottom had a basement. That kind of feels like this energy. We lost connection for a second. Okay. Okay. It's pretty good. So, yeah, this was an awakening, all right? Because it feels like before you went down a particular path with the Ten of Swords, and it was like crazy, and you were like, oh my gosh, okay. Some of you guys, you could have been a little gullible or naive. I'm just saying that all with love. But you are now fully awake about a person, a situation, a dynamic that you were involved in. You are like, wow. Like, okay. But you also could have been waking up to a part of like your vibration. You know, there could have been something that, it's not to say you're bad or you deserved any type of negative treatment, but there could have been this naivety, or maybe you still even had, some of you guys, this might not be all of you, okay, but there could have been something here interesting, the grooming thing. Yeah, it could have been kind of like something about your frequency could have been kind of victimish, because you did go through something legit, okay, but it could be that like that could have been still a little bit active in your vibration, which could have been a little bit disempowering. And so it pulled you into a situation that could have felt kind of continuous, like these things kept coming in, and kind of like, it's like your shadow could have been throwing you all over the place, okay? So we understand it there. You have the Judgment card, and I feel like what's been happening is also for some of you guys, you could have been trying to do specific things that were like, maybe even old things. You could have been trying to do things that you're comfortable with, all right? All of that is shifting and changing, because look at this. And I'm not like, this doesn't feel bad to me, to be honest with you. All these are really good cards, and I'm not even making up what popped out, because you have the Three of Wands, okay? So it's like this Ten of Swords could be about taking some time just to yourself, because the Ten of Swords, even though it sucks, sometimes you can have like, sometimes it can be immediate hope. All right, like when you're in the midst of just lying on the ground, defeated in some way, then you're kind of like, okay, well, now I've got all this open space for new energy to come in. I'm being serious. I know it sounds very Pollyanna-ish, but I've literally seen it. It's like an Ace of Swords where a new realization or a new idea pops in, and now you incorporate all the lessons that you learned from the Ten of Swords, right? So that Ace of Swords, you hold on to it, okay? Don't wait until it develops correctly. Like, don't divvy it out. Don't give it out in some way, okay, Pisces? Because what you've got here, you've got the Three of Wands, you've got the Magician, you've got the Tower, but you've got the Sun card after it. Okay, that's why I was like, yeah, that Tower would be like, yikes. But you have all kind of like good cards surrounding it, and you have the Page of Wands on the end. Okay, so what this is showing me is you are, okay, there might be this waiting period that's happening for you that you feel as though something is manifesting Some of you guys, it also could be a person that's trying to manifest you in some way, whatever that means. It feels like the Tower is going to come in some way, and there's the Sun card where you just like, yes, it's your own positivity, but you will, over this next maybe few days or week, however the timeline shifts, you have this Sun card where things are going to kind of like move into this very positive energy, and it could just be kind of like that you pull in the right elements. Some of you guys with the Magician card, it could be kind of alchemical, that you do things maybe with a very particular manifestation approach. Maybe you're journaling. Maybe you're starting out your morning with like a particular process that like sets you up for powerful manifestations throughout the next like week or so. It's some type of process like that, and I feel like a pretty dramatic shift that's going to come in, because I feel like your vibration will shift pretty drastically with the Tower and the Sun card. And Page of Wands, I feel like all of a sudden you'll just be kind of like you'll be very action oriented, okay? And it might be very new. Some of you guys, you're either doing something new or you're in new environments, and it will be exciting you in a way. Whenever I see this Page of Wands, especially the way that we talked about it at the beginning of the video, this is like new neural net wiring being paved in your energy, okay? So I was talking about the new energies and you taking action on them. Things will shift, and you will kind of like, I'm just seeing here, you're very light and fun, excited, maybe adventurous, okay? It's just like, yeah, that spark is back. So that's all going to change. And I'm just going to tell you too, whatever happened in the Ten of Swords, if something got taken from you or something like that, Page of Wands is like, you're going to have all these creative ideas that are going to be coming into you. And I'm just seeing here, like I said, incorporate the lessons that you just learned from the Ten of Swords. Okay? It could be for some of you guys about like, just whatever it is. Take those lessons and incorporate it in this new energy coming in, please. Because it's like, yeah, something really good is popping out for you already, my loves. Okay? And it might be this huge kind of like karmic blessing for what you just went through in the Ten of Swords. So it's like, yeah, whatever just happened, it's all good, okay? I know it doesn't feel like it when you're in the Ten of Swords, but it's like something's being cleared out of you, and it's just pretty much up to you about like if you are able to assess like the things that you're doing in relationship with yourself. Thank you, Jack Architect, for the 1999. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's just about you like I don't know what I was just saying. I lost my train of thought. See, do you see how these readings like calm me down? Because at the beginning I just get so like high wired, and wow, amazing. See, this helps me so much. This is why I've been doing these so much lately. Okay. So I hope they help you guys. These lives have been actually helping me a lot. So I'm very grateful that I have you guys to do this with, because it really gets me out of my head. So yeah, Pisces. You and Aquarius have the Sun card. I am very happy for you both. Okay. Yeah, let's all help each other out as much as possible in this crazy world. Okay. Good, yeah. So yes, I think I will leave it there. It's Joss's bedtime. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. So yeah, thank you guys again for jumping on. I really enjoy spending time with you all, and I really appreciate all the positive energy that you guys contribute. It really does mean so, so much to me. So I hope I can help in any way. You were just like the Wizard of Oz for a while with just your voice. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, so I will jump off. Thanks again, guys. Good night or good morning or wherever you are in the world. I hope that you are safe and doing well, and take care of yourselves. Thank you, Ashley, for the 777. That's so funny. I've been seeing sevens all day long. So, yes, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you either in the readings or the next live. We'll see what pops up over this next week. We'll see what I can handle, okay? All right. Take care of yourselves. Bye.